What's up folks, D here, going over why I like to use bands and why I think this might help you. So if you're someone like me that at one point I had issues with shoulders, I have too much flexibility, and also I wanted my delts to grow. So for me, I use these to warm up those areas. It can help isolate. You'll get more out of your lifts when you're trying to target a muscle if you get blood in there first, and you can help squeeze and isolate that muscle before you start tacking too much weight. For me, if you're someone that's trying to develop your chest, the same thing. Lightweight, squeeze, trying to get as much blood and activate those muscles, kind of irritate them a bit before you start pressing a bunch of weight. Because if your chest is under development, you're most likely going to be back or arm is going to be more dominant, so you're going to have them doing most of the weight for you, so you're going to get more out of that. For me, for delts, I would throw in 2 to 3 days of delt work. One would be a primary day, and other days would be some I'd throw in at the very end of my workout of real light dumbbells, of just isolating and as much blood flow to the part where I couldn't do anymore, and then I'd stop. It was not something for me to do multiple sets. It was just to throw in some delts, get some blood flow, aggravate them, and go about my day. With the bands, well, I like to use these is that, for one, if you're someone that has a lot of crackling and popping and stuff in your shoulders, you start out with a band, moving back and forth, moving everything around. There's a good chance you're gonna start hearing that when you first start, but eventually while you're moving around, you're gonna stop hearing the crackling and popping. No, that's not going to be for everyone's case, but for the most of us, you're going to have that kind of go away as you're moving the band around and warming everything up. Another thing that's great about these, of lowering the chance of injuries, but you can get a lot of blood flow and stuff in the areas that you're trying to target. So the whole time I have a little bit of resistance and I'm pulling up. So I'm able to target that muscle. I'm really feeling it all into that medial delt without having to use a bunch of weight. So I'm already aggravating that muscle a little bit without having to use much of my joints or my other muscles to move this weight around. So I'm able to target that area more. So when I do start picking up dumbbells, I'm going to start feeling those where I want to feel them versus, maybe my shoulders start kicking in more. Maybe I start wanting to start cheating. The back and lats, everything wants to start helping you get that weight up. So I can take a lighter weight and fill it in that target area. And you can do this with any muscle group, finding some kind of resistant bands. Cables are great, stuff that gives you resistance the whole time, lets you control the movements and the angle that you want to go at it. You guys take care. I'm going to go ahead and try to get some gains.